Greetings, economists. Alright, today we're going to learn about the characteristics of a market economy. The first characteristic of a market economy is that we have private property. Market economies have this idea of private property. Individuals and business owners own most of the resources. It's their property. So if I own a house, that's mine, it's not the government. Okay? This encourages people to invest in their property. If I know that the government isn't going to interfere with my stuff, I'm going to take better care of my house. If I'm renting a house, I might not take as well of care of it in comparison to if I own my own house. I'm going to repair it, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to keep it nice and clean. Okay. The second thing, it encourages people to innovate. Okay, come up with new uses of this one product. Because it's theirs, they're going to get as much use out of it as they can, and they're going to maintain their product. They want their product to last long because it's theirs. Protection leads to incentive. Alright, so you have private property, motivation, you're going to protect it. You don't have to fear the seizure of your land resources. Okay? It encourages you to get the most out of your resource. Again, with private property. Moving on to free enterprise now. Individuals are free to obtain resources. Okay? You're free to go out and buy what you want. Okay? Whatever you choose. In a market economy, you can go buy a magazine, you can go buy some shoes, you can determine what pair of shoes you want to buy. Okay? Producers are going to sell the goods in the markets that they choose as well. You have the freedom to go sell your goods at Target, you can go sell your goods at the farmer market, you can sell your goods up in Canada, okay, to people in Canada. So that's the idea of free enterprise. The next one is self-interest. We're motivated by doing things that maximize our satisfaction. Okay? We're motivated to maximize our happiness, maximize our salary, maximize our fame. We tend to focus kind of selfishly on our own needs and our own wants first. And then the idea is that society will benefit from individuals, everybody kind of pursuing their own self-interest, therefore maximizing everybody's happiness. So that's the idea of self-interest. The next one is competition. 2 or more buyers and 2 or more sellers. Okay, they act independently. They don't work together to kind of skew the prices. Everybody acts independently for their own self-interest. This kind of spreads out the economic power. No one seller can control all the resources. There's not a monopoly. There's competition, which is going to drive down the prices. That's why you see 2 gas stations on the same road. It's because if there's just one gas station, the price is going to go way high. But if there's 2, that price is going to stay competitive. The 5th characteristic of a market economy is the system of markets and prices. Okay, markets bring these buyers and sellers together. There's this idea that there's this market where a price can be determined and buyers and sellers have input. Supply and demand determines the price. Okay, this idea of kind of finding this equilibrium price, this perfect price, okay, that's determined by the buyers and sellers, not the government. And the last characteristic of a market economy is this idea of limited government. Okay, government is needed. Okay, they need to define and they need to enforce these property rights, this idea of private property. Okay, the government's there to enforce that. It needs to provide goods and services that aren't provided by markets. A national defense, national parks, lighthouses, okay, other things that the government controls that markets cannot necessarily provide to the whole population. 6 characteristics of market economies.